Hello friends, welcome to this session. In today's session, we'll work on Azure Event Hub's namespaces and the operations allowed on those namespaces like create, delete, get, update. So let's get started. First, we'll log into portal and we'll achieve this in 3 steps. First, we'll create a service principal which will have access to create Event Hub's namespace. Secondly, we'll create a resource group where we will actually place this Event Hub's namespace. And then we'll create requests in Postman to run those operations of create, update, get, list. So after logging into portal, click on Cloud Shell here on top. Now we'll create service principal using this command. So service principal by name sp underscore contributor and the role is contributor. Make sure you note down app ID because this will be our client ID, the password which will be our client secret, and the tenant which will be tenant ID. Now we'll create the resource group using the command. I have created this resource group in location West US, but you can change the location if you want. So resource group is created now. Our service principal and the resource group are created. We'll open Postman and create our request. In Postman, we'll create a new collection. I have already created a collection, so I will just import it and I will share the same collection so that you can use it. So you see here, this is the collection and these are the requests which we'll run. It starts with the get access token, then we'll create the namespace. We'll try to get that namespace. We'll try to list the namespaces and we can list the namespaces by resource group. We'll try to update the same namespace and finally we'll delete that namespace. To run these requests, we also need environment. So we'll import the environment as well. So here is the environment and it has got these variables which will be required to pass into the request. So we will first update the values for these variables. Client ID, we'll go back to our service principal and the app ID is the client ID. Password is the client secret. Tenant is tenant ID. Resource is a fixed value, which is management.azure.com. Subscription ID you can get by running this query in Cloud Shell. Resource group name, the group name which we created. Event Hub namespace name, I will just use something like Event Hub using Postman. Access token, you don't need to worry. When we'll send a request to get the token and it will be populated based on the response which will receive. Grant type is again a fixed value, client credentials, and we'll save them. Now we'll go to get access token request and we'll apply the environment. And you can see in the get request, it uses tenant ID and in body it passes 4 variables. So we'll send this request. We have received the access token and in test we pass this response body and set this access token into environment variable. So if you go to environment variable now and you can see access token is set. We can send Event Hub's namespace create request with the subscription ID, the resource group name and the Event Hub namespace name which we want to create, and in body as a JSON format we'll send this request which will have the name of the namespace, the location and the type. Now this is very basic I am using. You can go to Microsoft documentation and see what all other attributes and properties you can set for the namespace. In authorization, we'll use bearer token and we'll pass that access token value to it. So let's send this request. The response is 200 OK and it comes back with details of what it has created. We'll go to portal to verify. So this is Events Hub page. We'll try to refresh and you see here Events Hub using Postman. This namespace is created with a basic tier and inside that you can create your event hubs which is equivalent to topics, which you'll see in the next session. Now on this event hub namespace we can have some more operations which we can perform. Let's see that one. The next request is to get the namespaces. So using this URL, we can get the description of the namespace which we have created. So I'll send this and it gives you details of what tiers, what is the name and what tags are there and other properties which I have not set, but if required you can set like Kafka is enabled or not. So you can set those things. Next request is for list. Again using this URL, you can list all the namespaces and we'll return the response again with the namespace because we have only one, so it has come back with this endpoint here. We can also list namespaces by resource group and the only difference is you have to pass the resource group name in it. So we'll send this request and it gives you the same namespace back. Make sure in all these requests we are passing authorization as bearer token. Now another important one is to update. So something you want to update to this namespace which you have created. Then you can use this patch request, and in this authorization is same mirror token. In body, in the JSON format, I have just added this tag. When I created namespace, I missed adding tags, so I just added tags and I want to update this. So if you go back here in tags, there are no tags right now. So we'll run this update. It has come back with response 200. Okay, so we can go back to portal and refresh, and you can see the tag is created there now. The last request is to delete the namespace, which is simple. Use this URL and the delete request with the namespace in it and authorization, and send this. It has come with 202 accepted, which means the deletion of the namespace is in progress now. It will take some time, couple of minutes, to remove the Event Hub namespace. So that was it. Thanks for watching this session. We'll see how you can create event hubs which is equal to topic inside this namespace in the next session, and we'll use Postman to create those event hubs topics. See you then. Thank you.